Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about complaining and how it literally destroys every experience of life, right? Don't you ever just wonder why so many people complain about everything? It's so prevalent amongst everyone in society. You go to work, people are complaining. You come home, your family's complaining. You go to school, your friends are complaining. And everyone just seems like they're in that victim mindset. And then, that kind of gets imprinted on you because you don't have anyone else, you know, around you who's positive. It's just everyone is complaining. Everyone thinks life sucks, right? And so when you find yourself complaining, you need to look at it as a byproduct of just picking it up from other people. It's not your fault, right? So what complaining does is it puts you in a negative mindset, a victim mindset, and it literally destroys any sense of well-being, right? Like, you could be going to work and you could have the mindset of like, all right, it's going to be an enjoyable time. you know um you could be doing the most boring job, like for instance delivering packages, or delivering pizzas, or making pizzas, or stocking shelves. But if you put a lot of energy into it, and you just you see it for what it is, and you go in with the mindset of like, all right, it's work, whatever, I'm gonna make the best of it, I'm gonna try to enjoy it, then you will, inevitably you will, right? I was just at work the other day, and this kid was just complaining all the time. He was like, this is a pain in the ass, like this sucks. And he was just like asking me like, do you like it here? Do you like it? And I'm just like, bro, it's whatever. If you don't like it, leave, or just don't complain, right? I don't want to hear the negativity. I don't want to hear you complain about it, right? Because as an adult, guys, life gets it's kind of like a routine. It's like you go to work. Even if you're trying to live a spontaneous life, there's still gonna be a point where you go back to a routine. You work out, you go to work, you hang out with friends, you hang out with family, you eat, right? This kind of like routine. You have leisure time, and we sort of like we get bored of this, right? This is kind of like the boring lifestyle. But when you complain about these things, it makes them a lot worse. But when you go into them with positive vibes, like, all right, like a good attitude, like, all right, you know what, I don't really want to go to work, but I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna try to enjoy it, to put a lot of energy into what I'm doing, and hopefully the time goes by faster. That's a good attitude. But if you go in there complaining like, oh, this sucks, I'm gonna be here forever, my coworkers suck, this job, like, that's just a terrible mindset, and that's just gonna make the job worse. And that's what you don't want, because when you're in that complaining, guys, when you're in a negative mindset, it's almost like your energy field is lower. So you feel tired, you feel lethargic. I notice that when I'm in a negative mindset, I'm not as energetic. Right? When I'm complaining, I'm in a lower vibration. I'm more tired. And when you're tired, guys, they go hand in hand. So if, let's just say, all right, I'm gonna kind of drift off a little bit here, but let's just say you're not taking care of yourself. You're not sleeping. You're not eating healthy. You're not working out. You're not taking cold showers. So your energy field's gonna be low. So you're gonna feel tired. So when you feel tired, you're gonna have negative thinking. You're gonna be more inclined to complain. You're gonna be more likely to see the world in a more negative view, as opposed to let's say you take care of yourself, you get sleep, you eat right, you do all the right things that are designed for the human body. Now there's a good chance that you're gonna see everything in a more positive light, no matter if it's a job that's not really entertaining or engaging, like stocking shelves, or these labor, these part-time jobs, right? But anyways, back to my point. The reason, the way you stop complaining is you brainwash yourself with people online who are highly conscious, and then you try to stay away from people that are complaining. Like I mean, obviously, if you live with your family like I do, it's hard. But try to just just keep your distance. Keep your distance from your friends. Keep your distance from your coworkers to the best you can. You can't avoid them, right? Unless you literally, live by yourself and you have and you're financially independent where you don't have to work. And that's obviously what we're highly conscious people here are shooting for. We're trying to break away from the slave system, the 9 to 5. We're trying to break away from toxic people, and we're trying to be more conscious. We're trying to attract more positive people into our lives, right? But for now, you just have to kind of put up with it, right? The complaining and the negative people around you, right? I've cut off literally almost every single friend from high school because I just cannot. Some of them are actually chill. Some of them are chill, but the majority of them are, again, kind of like low conscious. Let's smoke weed, let's do this, right? Anyways, do your best to cut off the negative, the complainers in your life. And just when you're around them, just kind of like try to ignore them to the best of your ability. Try not to talk a lot because they're gonna, when they complain around you, it's easy for you, if you're not conscious, if you're not aware, to feed into it and kind of complain with them and kind of be like your gossip buddy, right? Like, oh yeah, this sucks. This, like, especially people complaining right now about the quarantine and shit. It's just like there's so many things that people are gonna complain about right now, but you just have to like keep your distance and just don't feed into it. They're gonna talk to you. They're gonna try to get you to have a conversation with them about how shitty this is, how shitty work is, how shitty quarantine is, how shitty the virus is, and you just gotta like ignore it. Just be like, yep, and eventually they're just gonna stop because they're gonna realize that, all right, this kid is not. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about the negative parts of life. So I'm just gonna whatever, right? So a good chunk of our negative thinking, our overthinking, our pessimistic view on life is due to just our surroundings, right? So in order to change that, do what I told you. Keep your distance, ignore them, and just, that's all you really can do. And eventually, the ultimate goal is for us, myself, you guys, whoever's watching, to become financially independent so you don't have to work at a job with low conscious people, and find high conscious friends, high conscious girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, wives, husbands, right? To raise high conscious kids so you can be surrounded by mostly high conscious people. That's the inevitable goal. So anyways, that's kind of the main point of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when I upload. And if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, leave them down below and I will do my best to get back to you. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.